Most desserts slow down your brain, spike your blood sugar, and leave you exhausted. But today I'm going to show you a candy that does quite the opposite. It boosts focus and energy while still tasting rich and indulgent. Hi, I'm Dr. Lexi, certified functional medicine practitioner, pharmacist, and creator of the Oakley method. And if you've ever struggled with brain fog, fatigue, or those little memory slips that make daily life harder, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you step by step through how to make Keto Pecan Pralines, a low-carb twist on a Southern classic from Keto Mojo. Not only are they absolutely delicious and simple, which is great for the holiday season, but each ingredient has benefits that support brain health and mental clarity. Okay, so let's get into it. Of note, I will link the original recipe as well as all the ingredients and tools you may need to make this recipe in the description below. If you want to try this out, it would be super helpful for Oakley Wellness if you'd use our links. If you make a purchase through one of our links, a small amount goes towards supporting Oakley Wellness and helping me keep running this channel without any additional cost to you. Okay, so here's what you'll need to make these brain-boosting keto pecan pralines. Of course, number one, pecans. These aren't just like super crunchy and delicious, although they are that. They are actually packed with antioxidants and healthy fats that protect your brain cells and support your memory. Then next is butter. I use grass-fed butter whenever possible. It's rich in butyrate, which nourishes your gut and brain connection and provides really clean, steady energy. And then the ingredient that I forgot in the fridge, did not have out on the counter already, heavy cream. I'm actually using half and half. It works just as fine. Anyway, so we've got half and half or heavy cream. Again, ideally grass-fed as well. This is a source of healthy fats that help stabilize your blood sugar and keep you feeling full and focused. And your brain thrives on steady fuel, right? Then I have some granulated pure allulose, or your favorite keto-friendly sweetener. But this is the swap that makes these pralines brain-friendly. Unlike sugar, allulose won't spike your blood sugar or cause that crash that leaves you foggy and drained. Now, the original recipe calls for erythritol and a browned version at that, but since this recipe was created, some new research has come out highlighting some health concerns with erythritol. I'm going to link that study below if you want to look at it. So I actually don't recommend using erythritol as a sweetener and use allulose or pure monk fruit instead. Then, of course, we have our vanilla extract that adds that warm, sweet flavor that we all love, and it even contains antioxidants. Then this one might surprise you. It's baking soda. And yes, I have a big old tub of this because I use it in all of my cleaning products. But in a candy recipe, this actually helps the mixture caramelize evenly and prevents crystallization. And that means that you get a much smoother texture and no grainy, gritty pecan pralines. So must have the baking soda. And last but not least, a pinch of sea salt. A little salt will actually help bring out the flavors and sweetness, and it can support electrolyte balance as well, especially important on a low carb lifestyle. So really simple ingredients, but together they make a really delicious treat that tastes indulgent and supports your brain instead of slowing it down, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so let's get started making these. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I'm going to do, and then we're gonna do another time lapse and let you actually see the whole thing in action. So first, what we're going to do is toast our pecans. So just 8 to 10 minutes of the pecans spread out on a baking sheet at about 350 in your oven brings out that rich, nutty flavor. And as a bonus, toasting pecans actually boosts the antioxidant activity, which gives your brain even more protection against oxidative stress. Then while those are toasting in a medium saucepan over medium heat, we're going to combine the butter, cream, sweetener, and the baking soda. I'm going to stir until the sweetener is fully dissolved. Then I'm going to add the vanilla and keep cooking, stirring often, of course, until the caramel is a really deep golden brown. That's the part that you do not want to rush because the color is what's going to give you that praline flavor. By the time that is done, your pecans will or should be done. So then you'll remove the caramel from the heat and immediately add in the salt and then fold in your toasted pecans and stir them all in until they're well coated. And then, of course, still working quickly, you want to drop 2 to 3 tablespoons of the mixture into paper liners. Now, I already have my muffin tin lined with these little paper liners. I actually like the parchment liners, so I'll link those below for you. But you can also use silicone liners like these, which I'll also link some below. I happen to have very patriotic ones. But for this batch today, I'm actually planning on sharing. So I wanted them to be in the more disposable parchment lined liners. So then once you have those in their cups, what you'll do is then refrigerate them for about 45 minutes. And then once they're set, you can store them in an airtight container at room temperature. And that's it. So let me show you how we do this. And that's it. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the time lapse, but I forgot that my recipe app had the ratios at half a scale of the normal recipe. So we ended up with much less than I normally would make. But so maybe I'm not sharing this time. I'll just make another batch. But this is, here, let me put these up again. This is what they look like. I'll even bring one up. Ooh, that's delicious. Closer to the camera. Now, this is obviously not set. I just put this in here, but actually, I'm going to try one real quick. Oh, okay, I'll have to try this. That's delicious. I forgot how delicious these were. Anyway, once you get them in the little cup holders, you're ready to set them in the fridge and let them just firm up. So then once they firmed up, you'll have that rich, sweet treat that really feels indulgent, but doesn't leave you with brain fog and fatigue or that drained feeling that sugar so often causes. So these pralines are proof, though, that you don't have to give up the foods that you love to support your brain. With just a few smart swaps, you can turn a traditional recipe into something that fuels your focus and energy. So if you want to learn more about how to make any other recipe healthier without sacrificing flavor, check out my mini course, How to Make Any Recipe Healthy. I'll link it below, and inside I'll show you how to make simple swaps like this in your own kitchen so you can enjoy food and protect your brain at the same time. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe for more brain healthy recipes and tips. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.